Hello, everyone. Hayes Dennis here, your instructor for the next 16 weeks. Welcome to the class. We have a full class, almost a full roster, so we ought to have really good engagement and some good communication. What I thought I would do, in addition to just introducing myself and welcoming you to the semester, is I pulled up your class and I just would like to orient you toward my course setup. If you had me before, then you know that I'm very predictable and reliable in terms of uh, weekly routine, no tricks. Um, but I thought I would just go through the course with you. And so to that end, what I will do first is switch to student view. Okay, so now this is what you'll see when you log in, okay? Home, I may play with the navigation, excuse me. Oh, I may play with the navigation tabs. But by and large, this is where you would go to navigate the class. We will work primarily out of modules. When you log on, you will see the home screen. And so what we have here is actually a picture of the textbook, okay? So this is the third edition, so just look for that. There's 3 editions out there, so you want to look for the one that looks like this. There's a free resource provided, so you don't have to pay for the book. In fact, that's what I use. All to the right, you'll see that it lists some of the upcoming assignments. And so don't panic when you see this right side kind of full of assignments. Just when you complete one, just click the X and it'll disappear like that, okay? So what else do we have here? Just information from me. Once I complete this video, I will post it right here for your access. The syllabus can be accessed here. I post my syllabus in several places throughout the course, so you'll be able to find it multiple times as need. And then Tuesdays 4 to 5, there will be this link that will get you to my office hours. So I don't sit on Canvas during my office hours waiting for people to log in. I do sometimes, and then also I might be recording lectures during that time, and you're welcome to join me for that. But if you want to, what I'm saying is, if you want to come to my office hour, shoot me an email, shoot me a message, and then I'll be sure to be there. I'm never not able to log on. It's just that I don't want to sit there with an empty screen. So if you want to come to the office hour, which you're welcome to each week, we can talk about the course. We can talk about whatever. But just shoot me an email. Let me know you're going to be there. Okay. Quick tabs for syllabus modules. Again, you can hit modules here or here. And then I would like to call your attention to the grading criteria. Now, by the end of the class, these points may or may not work out exactly as I have listed. I try very hard to keep it to that standard so that you can see what you're aiming for. But sometimes, things happen in like current events, or I might take an assignment out, I may add an assignment. And so, this is kind of in flux, but I would say that it's 95 to 98% set right now. Then you have the course outline. This is in the syllabus. I highly recommend that you get in the habit of looking at this. It's good practice to not wait until Monday of any given week to discover what's in that week's module. I would recommend you look ahead 2 or 3 weeks. At the start of the semester, I give everyone 2 weeks. So even though I have week 1 due dates and week 2 due dates in this first module, you actually have until September 1st to complete the work of the first module without it being marked late. Now, I don't recommend that you wait until that time because a lot of this will require, as in the case of most weeks, you have to communicate with one another and review your work, peer replies, okay? But you can look through and see all 16 weeks are posted, and barring anything that I may add, don't think I'll be deleting anything. It's fairly straightforward. You typically will have most weeks two submissions. And this is a 3-unit class, so it's kind of designed to give you, a good 3 hours a week of 3 hours of work per week. Okay, so that's that. And just go through, take a look at what's coming, and so you're not surprised, you're not jammed up any given week, like, oh my God, I didn't know this was due. Modules. Okay, let's go. There we go. All right, so start here. This is I will actually again load the link to this video here. There's a little information about me. I've also posted a little bit about myself in our introductory discussion board. The syllabus again, common university items, and these are just policies and procedures. You know, if you've been a student here for a couple of semesters, maybe just click through those just to refresh your memory. Um, I have a student resource module. Again, the syllabus will be there. Again, those link directly to my office hours on, I just noticed the, wow, this says Thursdays, and the previous screen said Tuesday. So I will make sure to correct that. Here's a link to the textbook, okay? And student forum discussion board. This is a resource for you. I check in on it from time to time, but I don't look at it every day, and it may be a few weeks before I look at it. So I'm telling you that to say, if you have a critical issue for me, email me directly or message me directly. Do not put in the student forum only something that you need my response. You can do that, but also reach out to me and check it, you know, periodically, because you may be able to get a response from your peer students sooner than you might from me. Okay, I try to tend to inquiries as soon as I see them, but sometimes it could take a day or two. So just be aware of that. Okay, so just click through here. Outline of expectations, frequently asked questions, helpful hints and tips. There's actually a discussion board where you affirm that you've read the syllabus as well as these documents. So make sure you peruse those. That's just general information about some of the expectations, such as APA and policies on late work and things like that. So week 1, week 2, the first 2 weeks are bundled up together in the first module. This weekly outline is just like it's copied and pasted from that first week of the course outline, the first module. So these are the things that we want to engage in. Give you some information that you might want to do, understand the nature of the 2-team. We have some assignments that are like 4 or 5 assignments in this class that we submit in pairs, okay? And so that's what that means. All right, so let me just, now, one good way to make sure that you don't miss anything in the module, I clicked in the very top element of the module. This next button will just take me to the very next item. This is the PowerPoint from chapter 1 of our textbook, okay? Read the chapters, review the slides. Some of these slides are long. So probably not every week, but I will from time to time pop in with different types of presentations, different resources, if I think it's helpful to reinforce some of the key concepts, okay? Let's see, next. Chapter 2. So in the first module, we want you to read chapter 1 and chapter 2, all right? So I'm just clicking through to show you how you can access each element without going back arrow, or without going back to modules, okay? Everybody introduce yourselves. So this is, you know, just answer some of these questions. Also, you are working in pairs. And while I do have a dedicated pair formation discussion board, you know, maybe put something about your tendencies in terms of working with teams in this introduction. The reason being, if you're the student who likes to work ahead and stay a few weeks ahead and very organized, maybe you want to pair yourself with someone of similar practices. If you are the 11th hour student who will, you know, for whatever reason, likes to do your work at the last minute, put that in your introduction and pair yourself with someone that's similar suited, okay? And I see that we have some introductions already. Very good. I posted mine, and so we have a few people already engaging, so that is great. Outline of expectations, that's what I want you to read, and you affirm that you have read that. And probably the next one is the hints and tips, or oh, that's your organizational chart. It's your first assignment. You do have an assignment this week. Just click on the examples. We're going to do an org chart, okay? So essentially, we're asking you to look up full service operation in hospitality, recreation, and tourism. If ideally, you would use your current employer for this. But if you don't have a job, or if you're working for someone that doesn't really have an organizational structure, then, you know, I'll give you some options there, okay? But that assignment is due near the end of week 2. It should be Thursday of week 2. Okay. You're just clicking through that first module. Here's your discussion board. So use this discussion board to reach out to each other and form 2-person teams, not one, not more than 2. There's, I believe, 5 financially related assignments across the semester, and I want you to turn those in pairs. Okay, so you don't have to work alone. Now that may bring some challenges with it, but you don't have to work alone on this. All right. And let's see, what else do we have here? Week 2 discussion board. So after you have completed everything in the first module, please let this discussion board be the last thing you do. And I want you to get a feel for the course, a feel for the workload, what my assignment style and writing style looks like. And only you are familiar with your schedule. You know your out of class obligations. Of course, we all think that our class, whichever class that you're teaching or taking of mine, should be the most important class in your life, right? But you may have 18 units or 15 units. You may have a job, family, children, other obligations. And so this is my attempt to get you to be a little proactive, right? Think ahead, review the course, review your routine, your life, and just come up with some challenges. What are some things that might, pose barriers for you if you say, I would like to get an A or a B out of this class, or just want to be successful in this class? 18 units, full-time job, 2 jobs, family, medical issues. So all of those things that can be going on in your life might, present roadblocks. So list a couple challenges, and then also try to list workarounds, right? Solutions. I find that this actually helps a lot. And then I have posted also, I'm not sure if it's after this, but I tend to post a summary of either like this class, your class's challenges, and I include that also with previous semesters stated challenges so that you all can see, you're not alone in this. And then there's a quiz. Typically, most weeks, there'll be a quiz, 5 questions, 10 questions, pretty straightforward based on pretty much the content in the textbook. Okay, so now I think this is going to take us into the next module. Yep, week 3. So I'm going to go back to modules. And just, one last thing. I was assigned this class just a few weeks ago. And so now don't worry, I have an extensive background in accounting, cost control, and operational finance. So we're in good hands, but it was not something that I planned for until a few weeks ago. So aside from what's posted, I'm going to be working probably a few weeks ahead of you to, again, as I said, as I feel like I need to present some supplemental information. Okay, just thought that'd be interesting. Welcome aboard. Looking forward to working with you, and let's have a great semester. It's going to take me a few seconds now to get out of here. Interesting. Okay, here we go. So sometimes these Zoom controls change on you. All right, take care. Bye-bye.